Good evening, everyone. Rather, I dispatch a very warm good evening to all the dear viewers of my channel, Alok's Vlog, and I'm once again back with a new audiovisual amongst all of you, but rather with a new cricket analysis. As we all know, the cricket fever is going on. Rather, the cricket frenzy has reached its pinnacle or culmination in the midst of the ongoing ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025. As we all know, after Team India's splendid and spectacular victory against the Black Caps or the Kiwis in the last group cricketing battle yesterday played in the Dubai International Stadium, now the picture is pretty much clear. That is, we have got the four semi-finalists of this Mini Cricket World Cup 2025. So we all know the four semi-finalists are India, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia. And India will be up against Australia tomorrow, that is on March 4 in the Dubai International Stadium. And the second semi-final will be played between the Protean Cricketing Brigade, that is South Africa, and the Black Caps or the Kiwis, that is New Zealand, the day after tomorrow, that is on March 5 at the Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. And of course, after that, we will be having the grand finale or the big final of this Mini Cricket World Cup, that is the ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025. On March 9, that is on the coming Super Sunday, although the venue is not clear as far as the final match of the tournament is concerned. As if Team India qualifies for the final after defeating or getting the better of the Aussies tomorrow, then the final or the grand finale of the ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025 will be held in the Dubai International Stadium on March 9, 2025. That is next Sunday, that is the Super Sunday. But if unfortunately the man in blue under the captaincy of Rohit Sharma fail to qualify for the final of this tournament, then it will be held at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. But anyways, so far we have watched some high quality cricket, some top run changes, then the big scores of 350 plus as well as 300 plus, then some terrific bowling performances both in the spin and the fast bowling department, and some stunning catches as well as run-out. So overall, it has been a gem of a tournament so far, and the icing on the cake has been that our very own Team India have performed in an absolutely brilliant, majestic, meticulous, splendid, spectacular, splendorous, as well as invigorated demeanor by registering three back-to-back wins. First against Bangladesh, then against the arch rivals Pakistan, and yesterday against the Black Caps or the Kiwis, that is New Zealand. And now they are in one of the four teams of the semi-final lineup, and as already stated, they will be up against the Aussies or the Australian cricketing team tomorrow in the Dubai International Stadium, that is on March 4. So on that note, I welcome all of you to my channel Alok's Vlog, and let me start my today's cricket analysis. As already stated, being an avid, fervent and ardent follower of the game of cricket, come die-hard fan of the game of cricket, and as a voracious, rapacious, ravenous, gluttonous and Isaurian viewer of the game of cricket, I just can't inhibit my inner instinct of posting the cricket reviews, especially featuring India, and of course whenever any quality match take place. So let me start the review. So as already stated, we all know it was a veritably spectacular triumph or victory registered by the man in blue against the Black Caps or the Kiwis, that is New Zealand, yesterday in the last group match by a margin of 20 plus runs, if I'm not wrong, and as a result of which Team India has managed to top the points table in Group A with 6 points, followed by New Zealand with 4 points, who are on the second spot, and in the other group, that is in Group B, the Protean Cricketing Brigade have topped the table with 5 points, followed by the Aussies with 4 points. So now, as per the schedule, the topper of Group A, that is India, will be up against Australia, that is the second position holder of Group B, tomorrow in Dubai International Stadium in the first semi-final. And the topper of Group B, that is South Africa or the Protean Cricketing Brigade or Proteus, will be up against the Black Caps or the Kiwis, that is New Zealand, that is the second position holder of Group A, the day after tomorrow on March 5 in the second semi-final to be played in Dubai International, in Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore in Pakistan. So anyways, it was a veritably, cohesive performance by Team India in all the departments of the game, that is batting, bowling and fielding. And as a result of which they managed to clinch the, thumping victory over the Black Caps or the Kiwis yesterday. especially the performance of Varun Chakraborty, the young leg spinner who had a fifer yesterday. It literally did corroborate to be a match-winning spell. And of course, he was ably supported by the other bowlers in the team. But it was a veritably match-winning performance from Varun Chakraborty as he is a newcomer, and perhaps the opponents have seen very little of him so far. And as we all know, the Dubai International Cricket Stadium pitch provides a great deal or titanic degree of assistance or congeniality to the spinners. And being a leg spinner, Varun Chakraborty did capitalize on the conducive condition for spin bowling and last group match of the ICC Match Champions Trophy yesterday against New Zealand, and it was a veritably match-winning performance with a fifer, that is a 5-wicket haul. And of course, he was ably supported by the other bowlers too. And of course, prior to that, after losing the toss, Team India was put into bat under difficult circumstances, and after the early hiccups, that is, Captain Rohit Sharma couldn't give the flying start which in yesterday's match, which he usually used to do, and he got dismissed by scoring just 15 runs. And after that, great Virat Kohli, after the Shubman Gill, the talented youngster, it was a rare failure for him, who also got dismissed, scoring just 2 runs in yesterday's match against New Zealand. And then it was a big wicket, or rather a prized wicket for New Zealand, when great Virat Kohli, the star player, got out thanks to a stunning catch by Glenn Phillips of the bowling of Matt Henry. And at that time, India did seem to be in a spot of bother when they were reeling at a very, very low total on the scoreboard for the loss of 3 quick wickets. That is, the top order was already back to pavilion. And then the brilliant partnership took place for the 4th wicket between middle order batter Shreyas Iyer and all-rounder Akshar Patel. It was an absolutely brilliant innings by Shreyas Iyer under pressure, and it was a fabulous batting under difficult batting conditions. And we all know Shreyas Iyer did stitch that magnificent partnership for a 4th wicket with Akshar Patel, and he himself scored 79 runs in just 98 deliveries, started with 4 boundaries, that is 4s and 2 6s, were embellished with a strike rate of 80.61. And Akshar Patel also did support pretty well, although he unfortunately missed out on a well-deserved half century, and he scored 42 runs in just 61 deliveries, started with 3 4s and 1 6 with a strike rate of 68.85. And after their departure, some useful knocks were contributed or played by KL Rahul for 23 runs in just 29 deliveries. Then Hardik Pandya, the all-rounder, he had a quick-fire 45 runs, as a result of which Team India could touch that magic figure of around 250 runs. That is, could set the victory target of 250 runs in front of the Black Caps or the Kiwis, which was a sort of psychological advantage. Because when Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel were playing, we all know it seemed that as if India will surpass the total of 270 runs, or it could be even 280. But when suddenly both of them departed, thanks to some brilliant bowling and fielding by the New Zealand bowlers and fielders, it seemed as if India will not be able to, score that 230 or 240 runs even. But then Hardik Pandya had that quick-fire 45 runs in just 45 deliveries, started with 4 4s and 2 towering 6s with a strike rate of 100. As a result of which, Team India could set the victory target of 250 runs in front of the New Zealand team, which was always going to be a difficult task on a difficult batting wicket because it was spinning. And of course, some other useful knocks by Ravindra Jadeja, all-rounder, of 16 runs in just 20 balls. So it was overall a nice batting performance by Team India under difficult batting conditions while being put to bat first after losing the toss. And they ended up scoring 249 runs in their stipulated 50 overs, losing 9 wickets. And in reply to which, the New Zealand team got bundled down for just 205 runs, as a result of which Team India could manage to register a thumping victory by a margin of 44 runs. My mistake initially, I said that the victory margin was 20 plus runs, but it was actually by 44 runs Team India could manage to win against the New Zealand. And for the New Zealand team, only one significant knock came out, that is for their former captain, the star batter Kane Williamson, who could score 81 runs in 120 deliveries, started with 7 4s with a strike rate of 67.50. And apart from that, right at the beginning, W. Young scored 22 runs, then Darrell Mitchell 17, then Tom Lutton 14. So there was not much of a significant innings from the New Zealand side, barring the innings of 81 runs by Kane Williamson. And the good thing is that, led by Varun Chakravarti, the Indian bowlers kept on taking wickets in the regular intervals, and our fielding was also brilliant. And they kept on, bowling the dot balls just like the Kiwi bowlers did early on in the match, especially Matt Henry, their main bowler, their main strike fast bowler, who also had a fifer, that is a 5-wicket haul, conceding just 42 runs in 8 overs with an economy rate of 5.25, and well supported by the other bowlers like Kyle Jamieson, W. O'Rourke, then Mitchell Santner, and Braswell, as well as Rachin Ravindra. And for the Indian bowlers, obviously, as already stated, Varun Chakravarti had a fifer. Varun Chakravarti had a fifer who, in a stipulated 10 overs, did scalp 5 wickets, conceding just 42 runs with an economy rate of 4.20, which is quite impressive as far as the ODI or the one-day international matches are concerned. And as already stated, he was ably supported by the other bowlers in the team, just like all-rounder Hardik Pandya, who did concede 22 runs in his 4 overs and scalped 1 wicket with an economy rate of 5.50. Then all-rounder Akshar Patel also did chip in with 1 wicket, conceding 32 runs in his stipulated 10 overs with an impressive economy rate of 3.20. Then Kuldeep Yadav, the left-arm spinner, did chip in with 2 wickets, although he did concede 56 runs in 9.3 overs with an economy rate of 5.89 runs. And another all-rounder, Sir Ravindra Jadeja, also did pick up 1 wicket, conceding just 36 runs in his 8 overs with an economy rate of 4.50. And Mohammad Sami also bowled 4 overs, although he couldn't manage to take wickets, but he just conceded 15 runs in his 4 overs with an economy rate of 3.75. So overall, it can be stated that it was a pretty much disciplined bowling by the Indian bowling unit as a cohesive unit, and as already stated, they did deliver the goods when it mattered, because although India had the psychological advantage of setting that 250 victory target in front of the New Zealand team, that is the Kiwis or the Black Caps, but considering the kind of balanced batting line that they had, it was always a worrying factor on the part, it must have been a worrying factor on the part of the man in blue, while defending that relatively modest total. Although it was a competitive total, but still it was a modest total. And obviously, full credit goes to the Indian bowlers led by Varun Chakravarti, who had a fifer, brilliant match-winning fifer. And of course, they kept on taking the wickets in the regular intervals, and they kept on bowling the dot balls, as a result of which the asking rate or the required run rate kept on increasing or soaring or being on the rise, as a result of which the pressure kept on getting built up upon the Kiwi batters. And that was evident when Kane Williamson, who was, going along nicely or cruising along nicely, at one stage had to, got dismissed, had to get dismissed, while trying to accelerate the run rate. And of course, the Indian batters, it was especially by Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel for the 4th wicket. It was a solid partnership after the initial hiccups or the early hiccups. As already stated, the Indian 3 top-order batters were back to pavilion pretty early in this match. That is Captain Rohit Sharma, youngster Shubman Gill, and great Virat Kohli. And then it was a patient and mature innings under pressure, and rather it was a solid partnership between Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel. Although unfortunately, as already stated, Akshar Patel did miss out on the well-deserved half century. So overall, it can be stated that it was a jam of a performance by Team India or a man in blue in yesterday's last group cricketing battle against the Black Caps or the Kiwis, that is New Zealand, and as a result of which they have managed to top the points table in the Group A with 6 points, and now they'll be up against Australia tomorrow. So we, as Indian fans, must be keeping our fingers crossed to see our team emerge triumphant tomorrow against Australia, which will be a sort of sweet revenge for their loss in the final of the 2023 ICC Men's 50 Over World Cup. And hopefully Team India will emerge triumphant against the Aussies tomorrow in the Dubai International Stadium, and then hopefully we will be able to see the Indian tricolour getting unfurled in the Dubai International Stadium once again on March 9 on the day of the grand finale. But anyways, irrespective of whatever happens tomorrow or whoever may qualify for the final, it's evident or palpable or can speckle that we, the cricket fans, have witnessed some quality cricket right throughout this tournament or the mini World Cup so far. For example, as already stated, some high-scoring games we have scored, just like in the match between England and Australia. It was a victory target of 352 runs set by England in front of Australia, which they did chase down, courtesy some brilliant innings by Jay Inglis, a superb century. Then, of course, from the English side, it was a terrific century by B. Duckett. After that, we had the fortune of witnessing the epic victory registered by Team Afghanistan against England that day. While batting first, they posted a massive total of 325 runs, thanks to a brilliant century of 177 runs by Ibrahim Jadran. In reply to which, England team also did post 300 plus runs, although unfortunately they all lost the bats or the cliffhanger or the edge of the seat thriller by a narrow margin of just 8 runs, and a brilliant century from the English batter Joe Root. Apart from that, the great knock or the blistering or the scintillating century or the match-winning century by great Virat Kohli, the run-machine Kohli or King Kohli against the arch rivals Pakistan in that group match. Then the brilliant starts being provided by Captain Rohit Sharma right at the beginning of the innings, although he is yet to score the big hundreds or the big half centuries in this tournament yet. Then the youngster Shubman Gill, that brilliant century against Bangladesh in the first group stage match. Then apart from that, the 5-wicket haul or the fifer by veteran fast bowler Mohammad Shami against Bangladesh in the first match. Then the fifer yesterday by Varun Chakraborty. Then some brilliant all-round performances by Ravindra Jadeja as well as by Akshar Patel and Hardik Pandya, the trio of Indian all-rounders. Then some brilliant catching, then run-outs. Obviously, especially yesterday's catch of Virat Kohli, which was scalped by Glenn Phillips of the bowling of Matt Henry, was stunning, and perhaps it is one of the best catches I have ever seen in my viewing experience of cricket. Obviously, when we were kids, we used to see these sorts of flying catches as well as diving catches taken up by Jockey Rhodes of South Africa. And it was a similar sort of catch in that area. Perhaps it was a point or backward point region, one of the most difficult positions to field on the cricket field. So anyways, overall, it has been a quality cricket. Whoever team wins the tournament, it will be the victory of cricket, and that's what we want as the voracious cricket viewer or the avid follower of the game of cricket. But of course, as an Indian or as a diehard fan of Indian cricket, obviously, we Indians must be keeping our fingers crossed to see our team lifting the coveted ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025 after a prolonged gap of more than 11 years, because we all know for the last time Team India managed to lift the ICC Men's Champions Trophy way back in the year 2013 under the captaincy of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and prior to that in the year 2002 we did lift the ICC Men's Champions Trophy in the year 2002 under the captaincy of great Sourav Ganguly, although it was a joint winner along with Sri Lanka, as the final match was washed out by rain. And in the last edition of the ICC Men's Champions Trophy, that is in the year 2017, we lost to our rivals Pakistan. So anyways, keeping our fingers crossed, and I myself am keeping my fingers crossed for seeing another high voltage or high voltage cricketing battle or tussle or a cliffhanger or an edge of the seat thriller tomorrow against the Aussies in the first semi-final to be played in the Dubai International Stadium. We all cheer for Team India so that they emerge triumphant tomorrow, and we hope to see Team India in the grand finale on March 9. And after that, obviously, the day after tomorrow also there will be another high voltage semi-final, that is the semi-final 2 between the Proteas or South Africa and the Black Caps Kiwis or New Zealand. So dear viewers, on that note, let me wrap up this video for tonight with some new videos, new film reviews, new cricket analysis and other pertinent analysis. I'll be back pretty soon. Until then, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe my channel, Alok's Vlog. And please do not hesitate to put forward your precious suggestions to me so that I can keep on improving on my audiovisual contents. So before wrapping up, once again, a big hooray for our man in blue, that is Team India, or a man under the able captaincy of great Rohit Sharma and hopefully great Virat Kohli, will click tomorrow, as well as the youngster Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, the three all-rounders Akshar Patel, Sir Ravindra Jadeja, as well as Hardik Pandya, and hopefully our bowlers also will click in unison. And on that note, a big cheers for Team India, Chak De India, Vande Mataram, Mera Bharat Mahan, and Jai Hind. And we desperately want to see Team India lifting the cup this time. So dear viewers, eventually let me wrap up this video, or let me bid adieu to all of you for tonight. As already stated, with some new videos and new film reviews, new cricket analysis, I'll be back pretty soon. And till then, please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe my channel, Ologes Vlog. So before wrapping up, once again, hashtag cricket frenzy, hashtag cricket hysteria, hashtag cricket fanaticism, hashtag cricket frenzy, hashtag cricket love, cricket passion, hashtag cricket obsession, hashtag ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025. Chak De India, and all hail for Team India, all hail for Captain Rohit Sharma, and all hail for the man in blue. And hopefully Team India will win this cup this time once again. So bye-bye, good night, and love you all. And a big cheers for Team India, Chak De India, and sleep well, dream well, eat well. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel, Ologes Vlog. Bye-bye and Chak De India. And may cricket live long. Bye-bye and love you all.